ChiefsHallOfHonor.com is the new website, Chiefs fans. You can kill an entire day there, so don't let your bosses come behind and see. Look, I mean, literally, you can kill an entire day on this website, maybe even more. And it's a great supplement if you have or haven't been to the Hall of Honor. It's something we've been working on this website for a long time, and it's just now gotten functional. Over draft weekend, we did the soft launch, and now it is fully complete. Bob is adding blogs to it, and we're adding artifacts to it weekly. But you've got to check it out. It really is the Chiefs Hall of Honor on your laptop, on your desktop computer, and just you can check out a fantastic collection of Chiefs artifacts on this. One thing I think before we let you go, Bob, that we wouldn't be doing ourselves justice is talking about the Lamar Hunt exhibit there. We've got everything, obviously, from the Super Bowl trophies to Lamar Hunt's rings and everything in between. But tell us how Lamar is kind of honored, and from you knowing Lamar as well as you did, probably how he probably wouldn't want to have been honored at this Hall of Honor either.
If Lamar were here today, I could tell you that his own area would be either non-existent or be particularly a lot smaller than it is now. So, you know, there are a couple of things in there that I think that are important in the Hall of Fame, that in the Hall of Honor, that although they're not on the line right now, they will be in time, and those are things that give credence to the fact that Lamar was the founder of this league. For example, there's the early document from his plane trip back in '59, where he sets up the rules of the league and things like the sharing of revenue for television. There's the early pictures of the Super Bowl, which of course led to the name Super Bowl. And then there's a series of papers that have all the names for the team when the team moved here in 1963, and some early documentation of the campaign. I think people believe that the Chiefs came to Kansas City and it were immediate success. Everybody started flocking. Well, you forget that the first game here drew 5,000 fans, and then by 1965 there was actually conversations or talk that the team may have to move because they weren't giving support. So in 1966, with the success, especially with the winning of the AFL championship and the participation in Super Bowl I, the team's success, it took off. And so those are things that Lamar is a very crucial figure. He's sort of the Winston Churchill of the AFL because he's holding it together when many of the other people in the league and many of the people in Kansas City are not so sure, is this thing going to work or not. So it's important that we pay tribute to him in that way. And also the fact that he's in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. And we have some letters from people who remember him and know what he did and give him congratulations. Even people like Arthur Ashe, who because of Lamar's involvement in tennis, he developed a close relationship with.
Yeah, Bob Moore, team historian, giving you all the insight on ChiefsHallOfHonor.com. He's also worked on, was very instrumental in a documentation of a DVD of Lamar's life called Games, which I know a lot of fans have seen. An excellent video. Bob, I do have one question for you, and this isn't about the Hall of Honor. Where you were talking about the beginning of the AFL and 5,000 fans coming to the first Chiefs game at Old Municipal Stadium. How long do you think pro football could have lasted in Kansas City had Lamar not struck that deal to merge with the NFL? Let's say the AFL would have stayed separate, the NFL would have stayed separate, the Chiefs are playing their AFL schedule. Could football would have survived in Kansas City?
I think it would have at that particular point, because essentially after the merger, the team's fortunes actually declined to some extent. While the other league existed, they had a very big advantage because they had fewer teams. They were being able to compete against the NFL for players. And financially, the Chiefs could compete with him because of Lamar and the fact that he was able to get the money together to bring these players here. And once the two leagues merged, then the Chiefs were thrown in with all the other teams, including all the NFL teams. And the fact that there were not two leagues competing against each other, and the AFL had certain advantages because it had fewer teams in the NFL, it would have been very, very difficult. I think the larger question, quite honestly, Josh, is would there have been a franchise in Kansas City, and how lucky Kansas City was to get Lamar Hunt as their owner? Because the first go-round, there wasn't a team here. There wasn't any conversations or any information I've been able to find that would indicate that Kansas City was on the map to get a AFL franchise. Obviously, Lamar wanted his franchise in Dallas, and he would never have moved it had he not had to, because of the fact there was another team there. Also, with Roe Bartle as the mayor, bringing the team here. So we're pretty lucky that we were able to get Lamar's team here and not somebody else's team. That's the point. I think it's most important.
Yeah, without a doubt. You can hear those takes and more. Bob Moore is constantly updating ChiefsHallOfHonor.com. He's got a lot of good goodies to bring to you, so make sure you check out that website. Unveiled, it's only about 2 weeks old, and it's just going to, I guess we could say, public for the first time. We had some of our fans that were in-house got a sneak preview, but now it's available for everyone. So go ahead and check out ChiefsHallOfHonor.com. I want to thank team historian Bob Moore for coming out and rolling out the red carpet on a brand new extension of KCChiefs.com. Really cool stuff. When we get back in the second half hour of Chiefs Live, we're going to take a look at the 9 draft picks. You know about them already, but how are they going to affect the Chiefs' 53-man roster coming up when the team returns to play this upcoming fall? We'll take a break, and we'll be back for the second half hour of Chiefs Live.